All right. What's up? What's good, people? How are you? And what's good about your life? If it's Thursday, you know, it's Talkbox O'Clocks. My name is MC Neb, and this is the Talkbox. Joining me today, Kamakay, I have amazing and lovely people. I'll start on my right. Yes, so Twambie Gina, and how have you been? Yes, since we last met.
Okay. So hi guys, my name is Hilda Sore and I've been good. Baridi imetusumbua though.
Yeah, it's very chilly, right? Yeah?
Baridi imetusumbua sana. Sana, but we thank God for the rains and yeah, we are keeping warm.
All right. Let me cross over to this other side. Yes, tell us your name and how have you been?
Okay, hi guys. My name is Kevinsky. I've been okay. I've really missed you guys, and it's good to be back. Yeah.
All right. Then sasa unajua kuna msako kwa keyboard huko nataka sijui ni kamera gani atapan. I have someone there. So let me just wait at least uonekane. Unajua sauti isitoke kabla uonekane. Yes, hatuko tumempangia lakini imebidi. There you are. So you can tell us your name and yeah.
Kwa majina naitwa Benson Baragu. I'll be okay with this for today. Mki maintain keys to around F sharp itakuwa tu poa.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable key.
Okay, sawa.
Amesema hiyo key.
Hiyo amesema F sharp.
Hiyo key.
Hiyo si ile ya Crusade.
Yeah,
thank you. And once again, welcome. Karibu sana. This is the Talkbox. Talk to us. You know the drill. You can share. You can start a watch party. Kama uko pale Facebook. If you're on YouTube, copy the link. Post it on your WhatsApp status. Because here, this is where we talk about anything and everything. Music. And once again, my name is MC Neb. Remember, this is brought to you by Hope Recording Studios. Hapo sawa.
Sawa.
Tumongelea vitu mingi wase. We talk about songwriting, you know, technology. You know, last Sunday we handled that hot topic about money. Hey, pesa. And Hilda here alikuwa anacheza PR, yani that lovely and amazing person of the kingdom. Akisema, you know, rate yake ni 500,000 but hata kipewa chai ako sawa. So, what do you have to say about these things that we discuss? So, feel free to talk to us. You can slide in the DM. If you're out there, you're an artist, ungependa kurekod mziki pia, tutumie DM alafu tuone vile tutakusaidia. Alright. Now, leo tuko na vitu mob sana. Tunataka to handle. Najua tuko na time kidogo. So, Hilda on this side represents waimbaji, the vocalists, the songwriters. Alafu hapa bwana Kevinsky utavaa kofia kadhaa, producer, pia naonanga ukicheza vyombo. Lakini pia pale tuko na kaka yetu pila anacheza nini? Anacheza vyombo, anacheza chombo. So now, kuna history mimi nataka kuuliza sana kwa producer. Mbona mnakaanga na muziki ya wasanii? Kusema tu kweli, like why do you, yani you've done a song. Yeah? Ama
Kabisa.
What happens? Okay, nini inaendeleanga huko? Acha tuanzie hapo kwanza. What happens? Is it that the song gets lost? Like
now let me speak from a very professional side.
Yes.
You see, when a song comes to the studio, it goes through stages. Sindio? And the first stage is composition. Of course, an artist will book for studio time. Sindio? And of course, you cannot have the whole day. So of course, the first time you'll come, we'll do composition. We'll try and write the lyrics and find the tempo and the key of the song and all that. Sindio? Yeah. And then I will do the composition of that song. Sindio?
Yes.
After that, now, after that, probably the producer will have the song and they'll now do the arrangement. Okay? Remember, that is stage number 2. Sindio?
Ebu tupeleke pole. Hizi tu ni maneno mingi unasema ndio ujitetee ama?
Of course, I'm trying to explain why does it delay.
From a professional,
yes. Why does it delay?
Stage 2.
Of course, ukitaka ngoma chap unaweza enda pale River Road, siku ya kwanza ishatoka. Sindio? Lakini now I'm trying to explain the stages of kama ngoma yako imekuja, itachukua stages gani ndio ichukue hiyo delay. Probably.
Okay.
Of course, huwezi ipata the same day. Lakini hizi stages zote after of course arrangement imekuja ikaarenjiwa ikapata hiyo feel yake vile inafaa kukua. Sasa kuna sound design, kama ni an original crafting ya sound vile inafaa kukua yako we mwenyewe, halafu from that ingie mixing, kutoka hapo ingie mastering. So hizo ni process 5 nimemention, si ndio? Na hizo processes zote for a good song it must go through all those processes and stages. So that explains the first at first why the ngoma will delay. I hope I've answered your question.
But maybe I don't know. Now let me speak from an artist side. I'm a recording vocalist side. Is there any, maybe if Kevinsky can tell us, is there any minimum amount of time, a maximum amount of time that you'd use to produce for the song to go through all those processes? Because I'm sure it can take a year. Kuna watu wamekalisha mangoma mpaka miaka.
Of course, it's relative. It's relative. Every song has the time it will take, but of course it will not take 1 year.
PR.
No, bigger PR.
PR. All right. Anyway, you've heard. So if you're an artist and you've been wondering, mbona wimbo yangu haitoki? Mbona huu wimbo niliufanya mwaka jana na sasa tuko mwaka mpya na wimbo wangu hautoki? Umesikia composition, angado. A lot of process. Now, why don't you, like as producers, explain this to an artist before you start the project? Sometimes it's very hard because, and also maybe I'll talk pia kwa wasanii tusikie side yao. So why is it very hard now? You have to explain this now after I've already done the song. Sasa mbona inafikanga your point? Like, I've now done the song, sasa ndio naanza kuambiwa, so mastering, mixing, there's sijui nini. Yeah. So if personally I was a client, let's say for instance, there's a song we did on this set. So na nimekawia hiyo wimbo, na hiyo wimbo sema mimi ndio producer, executive producer yani. Sasa hiyo wimbo yangu imekawia sana.
Leo ni kumoto hapa lakini. Okay. Of course when an artist comes to record a song, sindio, they have their expectations. Sindio? And frankly, sometimes we don't get most of the expectations. Maybe the expectations are that we get the song out in 1 week, but I didn't get to understand that. So the first thing you need to we listen to the expectation of the client, sindio? Alikuwa anataka nini, and then you strike a deal. What time do you need this song to come out, sindio? Now if you don't agree on those terms, you'll have a song overstaying. Of course.
All right. Then very, very quickly, maybe one last thing to the producer over here. Nakwambia leo ni kumoto. Now, what happens again when, so a vocalist has come, they've done their song, then you're now told you have to add sijui instruments. Sijui, unashindwa sasa mimi sikuwa na hii nilikuwa nimepangia kweli. So you have to add bass guitar, sijui uambiwe sauti yako inajua inahitaji strong BGVs. So someone can't tell these things before. What happens? So from a producer's point of view, once again.
Well, of course, at Hope Studios, will explain it.
Oh, okay. That's why the other time you actually Smish explained the live recording.
Yeah, the live recording.
And actually you can just repeat that. So if someone wants to do a song, so ukimaliza kujibu unaweza tuambia mnalipishanga pesa ngapi hapa Hope Recording Studios, ndio?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So especially when in Hope Studios, most of the songs we do, we like to incorporate live instruments on set. Like if it's a song, if it's really an element of drums, we have live drums on set. Sindio? Yeah. Now there's some types of songs that really require that feel, a live feel of instruments, and that is why sometimes a producer will tell you, for us to achieve this sound, we need to have live instruments on set. You see, but we have other genres like electronic music, where you can do anything and you're done with the song. But there are some types of music and songs that will require you to actually have live instruments on set. Yeah, and on the same matter now, at Hope Studios, we do both of them.
Okay.
We do both of them, and we have. Okay, when you're dealing with live instruments, you can choose to come with your own musicians, or we can have the session musicians play for you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're doing a song and you come with your own band, it will cost you 20,000. But if you are now having the session musicians doing your song, it will cost you 40,000 Kenya shillings. Yeah.
All right. So it's not that cheap, yeah? It's an investment.
It's an investment, yeah. It's something that will be with you for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Hilda, now, how did you get to this point whereby you now sasa mimi kama msanii unajua kukona ile people tell you unaweza imba like how now did you like sort of break off from kuambiwa to you now running with it, and what was the process, and pia how was your first experience in a studio? Microphone. Hujavaa lapel.
Sorry. Nimezoea lapel. Anyway, so every question one rudia.
Okay, so how did you get to know that you're an artist? It's very simple. I'm a musician.
When the first experience I had as an artist, before I got to an artist, I was a vocalist, and I was working with various artists, gospel artists.
Take it back. Before you actually became like hiyo process sasa, ulijuaje unaweza imba? Unajua watu wanaambiangwa tu, you can say,
Okay. From the
just in case that there's someone who's watching and they're not sure about them being an artist or a vocalist, so maybe you can tell us your journey, like you identifying that I have this gift, and now moving towards realizing that potential that you had. Yes.
Okay, so my dad says I started singing at 3. I used to hum and mom is of it too.
3 years.
3 years. Na hiyo nimejua recently, by the way. I just had him talking somewhere. So that happened. So I went to primary school. In primary school, I joined choir, the school choir, that doubled up also as the praise and worship team for ile parade, during parade time. So I used to sing with them, but I was just ule huko pale nyuma. I was not so much in front. So I just used to sing behind with other people. So choir, in the school choir, that's where I knew there were like 3 voices. 4 parts, you can sing in 4 parts or even 6 parts. My knowledge for music grew there in choirs all the way till high school also. And then now with that knowledge, then I'd go home and listen to other artists that I related with, that I felt our voices were, in my innocence back then, our voices were similar. Yes. So that's what I used to do. I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. I don't even know what to check you. But yes. So I started listening to other people, not just locally, but also internationally, because you also have to widen your scope. So for that person who is thinking of, you realize you have a gift. So me, I realized I had a gift back in primary school. That's when I was told with my choir teacher, you can actually sing alto. You can actually sing this. Then I started to do my research about it through those people that I listened to now. I'm trying to figure out which is my camera.
It's okay.
And I I realized that I had my gift. Then into high school, I grew it by involving myself in the music school, in music and in choir. I used to do music festivals. That way you get exposure to various musical genres. I used to sing rumba, my friend. Hey, nilikuwa naimba mpaka rumba. Jamani.
So now when did you now like sasa transition now from
now into the industry?
Yeah.
So I finished high school and I got the platform by God's grace to interact with some gospel artists. I had never BGV'd by then. Niliambiwa nani anafanya hivi, so sikuje nika. I didn't know anything about that kind of the music industry. I had not been involved at any point prior. So I went. The first day I remember in studio, it was shocking, first of all, because there was so much pressure in terms of I'm singing with people who have been doing this for like 10, 15 years.
Pressure,
my friend. It was heavy. The atmosphere was thick there. Kulikuwa na so much pressure, but that's when I realized also I work well under pressure. Yes, because sasa unasikia ameimba hivyo, like I have to get it from there, na hakuna mtu atakufunza at that time. And by the way, I can just tell somebody out there, in music, hata kama you have a music teacher and everything, they won't be able to teach you everything that you need to know. There are things that you have to learn on your own. And how do you learn? By throwing yourself in those hot spots.
All right.
Jieke hapo. So that's how me working with these various artists on projects and concerts, that's where I also got to grow. And yes, I used to do background. I still do background vocals for these concerts. But now, I've gotten a confidence. I have the confidence to even write my own music and run concerts.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, this is the Talk Box. Just in case you're interacting with this content way after we've done it. Unajua tunaifanyanga live. Tunakushukuru tu pia kwa kuchukua muda wako na kutazama. Remember, Talk Box yaletwa kwako na Hope Recording Studios. So I want to cross over to Kevinsky over here. Someone is out there, they want to be a producer. Yeah? Where do you start?
Okay. Various people have various beginning points.
In the beginning.
But if you are so fresh, you just want to begin, the first thing you need to have is a laptop or probably a machine, a computer. Very basic, and have a recording software. That has a computer that has a recording software.
So I know. There's some time back, Sam told us about a few softwares.
Yes.
So maybe you can just remind us which softwares. Like you've said. So can I use Adobe Audition?
Adobe Audition is good. Of course. It's used to edit sound.
Yeah.
And especially sound that has been recorded and they need to be fixed. You can use Adobe Audition. It's good. It's equally good. But now professionally, we also have others that are common. We have Logic. We have Cubase, we have Studio One, we have Ableton, we have others like Reason, we have Pro Tools. Actually, the list is endless. We have a lot of DAWs, but you need to pick one that is friendly to you. Something that you love and you love using and it's very friendly to you use, and it's and you can actually be very fast with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can some begin with the actually there's one we call FL Studio.
FL Studio, yeah.
FL Studio.
Fruity Loops.
Yeah, Fruity Loops. I know of a lot of friends who actually began with Fruity Loops. So actually, there's no line, but you can begin with any that is friendly to you.
Okay.
And actually that you can actually maneuver very fast. And most of the time, if you get a mentor, someone who's mentoring you, you'll find most of your time you're using the DAW that they normally use. Yeah. So the beginning point, have a computer that has a DAW.
All right.
And then the next step, of course, you need to have an audio interface, because it gets to a point that you need to actually record a microphone into the computer.
Okay.
So you need something to convert analog signals to digital signals.
Yes. All right.
And then for the first time, you need to play an instrument. Now you'll need to have a MIDI controller probably, or something that can actually play piano and yeah, something is happening.
Hey, interesting. Yes, and a big shout out to my mwalimu Dickens. You know, Dickens hata ilikuwa birthday yake just you know, Dickens taught me how to use Logic. So big shout out to Dickens. Yeah, at least he made me know how to use Logic.
Yeah.
So you can start from somewhere. Aya, let me now move to Mr. Ben. Asikae pale kama advert. Let's talk about instruments. Now, that guy can play, I don't know how many instruments. Just say, how many instruments can you play? Wacha tusikie, anacheza instruments ngapi?
The least instruments najaribu kucheza. Piano, bass guitar, drums, saxophone, acoustic guitar. Those are 5 instruments. So how did you get to that point where you can play 5 instruments? 5. All right, acha tusikie Mr. Ben pale. My journey really began in 2007. I told my dad I was interested in music. I wanted to play an instrument. So he offered to pay for classes in Kenya Conservatoire of Music.
Hey, conservator. We are man, a conservator of music. Yeah. That's my former school as well. I did grade 1. Niliachia hapo hivi grade 1. Grade 1 piano, like for real. Nilipatiwa assignment kucheza daima mimi Mkenya. Sikurudi next sem.
Chaleta mimi niko wewe.
Anyway,
different circumstances like
yes.
So nilikuwa nataka kucheza sax. They told me I had to have my own saxophone, which was really expensive, so I settled for piano. Because there were pianos readily available. They had so many upright pianos. So that's why I started with at grade 1. Then I joined high school. Kidogo, I took a break from piano. At around 2012, I joined the university, joined the CU. Nikapatana na some guys from CU playing keys. Pale F sharp. Unafunga F sharp.
PSR.
Oh my goodness. So, walini humble, wakanifunza, nikashika tu F sharp. Then I met, kuna keyboard nilipata church. Haiwezi transpose. So hiyo ndio ilinipeleka to the next level.
Yes. Oh, just you can explain transpose kwa mtu mwenye maybe ni mgeni hapa. What's transposing?
Well, transposing when it comes to the keyboard.
Yes.
It's just if you want to play a particular song in a different key, sounds in a different key, but physically you're on the key that's not being heard. Am I making sense?
All right, so let's try. Hilda, tujaribu. Cheza kitu to transpose. Najua hapa tunafanyanga practicals. So so this is transposing, eh?
Hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu, kuna wa kufanana naye. Hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu, hakuna wa kufanana.
Ngoja kidogo. So, transposing would mean that right now I'm playing in the key of C.
Yes.
Now if I were to transpose it, hapa ni utility. How do I use the utility? Ni keyboard ingine.
So kutranspose.
It's a good habit kutojua mali transpose iko. So
okay.
Yes. So ndakuja kwa edit, transpose.
All right. So kutranspose ndio tuna explainiwa. So ni kupanda key.
Yes.
So kupanda key ama kushuka. But mimi mwenyewe nda maintain the key yenye nilikuwa nacheza physically.
Oh, kwa
but it sound different.
Oh, okay.
and itasound nika imechange. Now that's transposing.
Okay.
Yes, which would be musically when sight reading. When you're sight reading, it's different. If you're given a score, music score, and it's in a different key, and you want to play it on a different key, but the music score is on a different key.
Yeah.
If the score is in the key of C,
Yes. Nasikia.
if the score is in the key of C, and I want to play it in the key of D, so nikisight read nacheza the key of D, that's transposing.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So tunaweza ifanya na uimbe na uende upande.
Sawa.
Aya, let's do this.
Aya.
Hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu, hakuna wa kufanana naye, hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu, hakuna wa kufanana naye, hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu.
Okay. So kutranspose kwa wale wako pale nyumbani ni kupanda kwenye key. Sasa ukicheza PSR yako all right. So
Yes.
if someone wants to start learning instruments and maybe they can't go to the conservatoire, maybe what's your advice to someone who wants to learn how to play maybe an instrument?
My advice would be, first of all, you need to be passionate about music because that's the biggest drive. There are a lot of stumbling blocks huko mbele. 2, choose an instrument that you want to pick. Mostly, I would advise you begin with piano or guitars. They have a balance between bass and the F clef and G clef. They have a balance. So you can learn most of music from that instrument. So I would choose that, but choose what you're passionate with. Alafu, there's YouTube
University.
Also expose yourself to people who have already made it. Yes.
Now kama if you're very passionate, we have these people who are very passionate about something that is far from the reality. Like you are out there, you are very passionate about singing, but sauti dash. You are passionate about playing instruments, but so advice tuonge tu kweli. Unajua kwa kanisa tunachochananga sana, tunapakana mafuta sana. Tunaambiana bro, that was amazing. Na hapo ukitoka hapo unasema wameumanjais. So such a person mwenye anatry kulearn na imekataa, unaweza mwambia nini?
Mwenye
awache tu ama
hapana. Start simple. Music is a language.
All right.
Music,
music is a language.
Yes. It's a form of expression. If I want to, they say that even the way you classify chords, there are chords that give you a happy feeling, a sad feeling, a mysterious feeling. So music is, you need to define how to express yourself. So just like any other language, you need to start with the basic ABCD. Usianze kufikiria kucheza kia Marvin Sapp na hata the melody
okay. So umesema tu asigive up.
Start simple, hata kama ni kucheza na kidole moja, alafu kielewa, move to the next level.
All right.
One step at a time.
There's no need to rush. All right.
Yeah, it's like learning to fly.
Acha tusikie dada Hilda hapa, mtu mwenye ako passionate na kidogo hayuko. Music ni language pia.
Well, amesema hiyo aspect ya music kuwa language.
Alafu ndio nisisahau Kevinsky, you'll tell me, you'll answer. Kuna wasi wako tone deaf, si ndio? Can they be good musicians anyway? Endelea. Aliyo ni ya producer atajibu.
Sasa sinaona kama atanijibia.
Hapana, niko kwa yako kama msanii.
Kama msanii, like what Ben has said, music is a language. Me personally, I've studied a foreign language. And
Oui,
monsieur.
Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui?
Je vais très bien, merci.
Oh, oui. Très
So
bien.
and I remember nilikuwa like French sasa aje how will I go about it, and what if imekataa? Unajua people I did that. I saw on Google one time that the best time to learn languages is when you're like a child.
Yeah.
Or at musical instruments. I also saw that.
So Skia alipelekwa conservatoire akiwa Jela High School.
Akiwa bado mtoto mchanga. So
ukishakuwa mtoto matope.
Now you're ukisha mtoto mawe.
Yes.
So now that I was thinking, hey, now I'm grown up, will it enter the way, like, will I be able to speak and converse literally
Yes.
in French? And every day, like changing my the way I converse with people, I'll tell my friends, help me learn better. So I'm like, let's speak in French every time we are talking. So I think hata kama you might not necessarily have the gift inborn in you, I think it can be taught.
You can learn.
Yeah, you can learn.
You can learn.
You can learn. It's like perfect example is me. I'm not the kind of musicians where I'm not so I don't want to say comfortable. I'm not so familiar with the English genre.
Usifikiria tujasikia ulikuwa utakusema conversant.
Havana skala takusema hivyo. Nilikuwa comfortable.
Anyway, yes, tumekuonea 18.
So, I was not so conversant with those English, the English genre songs. But what I did one time, I went on YouTube and I got like these teachers. But the YouTube university is like the dopest university. So I got these teachers on Frisha runs and riffs. So nowadays, from time to time, I'll throw them. Every day you learn. Because a gift, yes, is given, but you also have to work on that gift.
Yes,
so every day, it's possible you can be taught.
Then kuna watu wa gift na wenye si wa gift.
Na kuna watu wa gift na ni hard work. Na bado wameomoka. Alafu, just before, as I finish, I remember you had asked me how was my first experience in a studio.
In a studio, yes.
And if you're a musician, maybe you can relate to this. The first time I went inside the studio, in a booth, I lost everything I wanted to do. Zilipotea. I froze. For some reason...
Statue.
For some reason, personally, and I've met other friends, musicians, who are also like me. Once you get in the booth, I feel caged. Like, if I'm outside the booth and you tell me, Hilda, sing la 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 la, I'll be like, I'll go inside and do la 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 la. I won't be creative. I can't even be creative inside the booth. So, but if you place me in such a space, I don't know what's that.
We will move the booth for you, so that you can sing.
I'm just saying, probably I'm comfortable recording live.
La 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 la. Yeah, actually, you are. Kevinsky, thank you.
Now about tone deaf. Okay, now unless you're totally deaf, Sindio, you're totally deaf, that is when you cannot hear tones, because your ears hear the right thing. Your ears actually hear the right thing, Sindio.
So ni process.
Lakini sasa, by the time inafika hapa, it's something else.
So kutoka hapa ikiingia kwa processor.
Output.
So alafu kitu ingine ni si unaona, okay, most of the people, you have good ears, because if you asked, Sindio, or if you ask what's your name, of course you'll answer.
Yeah.
Unless you don't know that language. Sindio. Now, because music is also a language, Sindio.
Yes.
It takes time to develop some things, but to some people, learning is very easy and it's so fast. Lakini, to some, it takes a process. It takes a process to actually learn something and learn how to do it well. Sindio? So, ndio watasema ako tone deaf, lakini I'll call it this way. I'll call it you have not actually understood the language yet. Sindio? You're still learning how to speak. To some, it will take 20 years.
Why? 20.
Okay, of course, if it will take 20 years, meaning just support the guys who are doing it, lakini also be learning. When you're ready, you can also do it. But also, some feel pushed, and because they want fame, they won't they'll struggle to release the song tomorrow because of course I can sing, but even if I cannot do it on the right key, I can still sing.
Okay.
Okay, some try. The world is full of choices. You can make any choice you want, but my advice is take time to learn that language. We have the basics, and some of the basics is learning to use your ears properly to hear the right things musically, like tones, like lakini if you find yourself in a situation like meaning your ears are not hearing. Okay, your ears are hearing the right thing, but your mind is processing something else.
So hapo ni shida ya masikio ama akili. Anyway.
Okay, hapana. Wacha seme. Okay, wacha tusiwaingilie sana. Okay, tunaweza sema hivi.
Yeah.
Okay, ukiulizwa bonjour na ujui unajibu nini?
Negociamo no.
You get me? So.
All right. Anyway, thank you. I
Okay.
get what you're trying to put through. Ni lazima. It takes time.
Yeah,
And
sometimes
if you
it takes
don't
time
know,
to
you have to learn it.
You have to learn it.
Na kuna watu wenye the fast learners,
Yeah.
and some of us it takes a bit of time to learn.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to understand yourself. Kama wewe ni fast learner unajua. Bethe kuna watu wako hivyo. Kuna wase wakiingia tu mahali asikize hivi, anakuambia hebu njaribu, and they can actually just do that thing.
Actually, that is called being musical.
Okay, that's
It's just
being
musical, yeah.
So we have people who are musical. I don't know where you are at, but here at the talk box, we will make you musical.
Amen.
Yes. So don't give up. So unaweza jaribu, unagonga sufuria hivi, ting, unatoa hiyo sauti. You see what was the name of these two girls? The Moipei Quartet.
The Moipoi Quartet system.
Baba yao alikuanga very intentional. Ukifunga mlango ibang pa. Hiyo ni key gani? And you had to say, like, you say that key. Alikuwa that strict. Yes. And some of us, I know, we wonder how come someone says nipatie D, nipatie C. Yani wewe una idea, unaendanga tu, nitaanza utanifuata. All right, so let me go now to Mr. Ben once again.
Yes.
Now, pia nyi mtajibu hii swali.
Okay.
Nataka tuanze pale kwa Ben alafu turudi hivi. So, what makes a good song for you? Like a good song?
I think a good song, when it comes to a matter of opinion, it's a matter of preference. Yeah, so for me,
Yes.
a good song has really good arrangement that fits the song.
Arrangement.
A good
So
arrangement.
that's
Good
the thing that
arrangement.
stands out for you.
Yes, and good vocals.
Arrangement and vocals.
Yes.
So wasi wa autotune wewe mambo yako wataki hapo kwa. So kama when you autotune Ben, si mziki yako si yake.
Yeah.
Kevinsky, good music.
Okay, for me, good music, just like Ben has said,
Yes.
it's actually a matter of preference. Sindio? But also, we have minimum basics. Yani, we have the threshold of bad sound. Sindio? There's what we call, there's what everybody will call bad sound. Sindio? Of course, okay, we have the minimum basics. Sindio?
Yes.
Like when there's too much discord in music, pengine guys are singing in that key, the keyboard key is playing in that key,
Yeah,
drums
yes, jazz.
is playing offbeat. Probably that becomes noise. Okay, that becomes
Jazz.
jazz.
Hapana wewe usiharibie genre music.
Okay, so to me, we have a thin line between music and noise. Sindio?
All right, school us.
To some old people, pengine, not old people who are a bit mature, when they listen to some other genres, they'll feel this is noise.
Yeah.
They'll feel no, this is noise, and to them that will be that is not good music.
Okay.
Sindio? So there's a thin line between music and noise. And to some people, they'll feel jazz is confusion. they like simple stuff. This is how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
But some people who understand it will say, no, jazz is really the music to listen to, you know. I'll sit down taking what, and I'll listen to some Christian jazz music, and I'll feel it's okay. But
Yeah.
some will say, hey, you have really complicated that song. That is what a friend you have in Jesus, but you have really complicated it. So to them, that will be noise.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's really a thin line.
Okay.
Noise and music.
And music.
Yeah.
All right. So for him, good music ni ile haina kelele. All right. All right. So according, wacha tusome. Let me read this comment. Musics, people who cannot produce or distinguish musical sounds have less dense white matter between their right frontal lobe, where higher thinking occurs, and the right temporal lobes. Hey, Sonita B. Tumeona. Yes. That is according to Harvard report. All right. So, nakwambia hapa si mchezo. Umesikia? So lobes si mnajua ni gani? Ear lobes. Yes. Hilda. Good music.
So, for me, good music is order in arrangements, not too busy, but also not too dry.
All right. Kindly explain, like, the extremes you've said. Not too busy and not dry at the same
Like
time.
there's just synchrony and harmony
Okay.
in the music now aspect, in the instruments.
All right.
Like every instrument that is being played is playing its role. Also,
Yes.
the writing, the lyrics of the song,
Lyricism.
the lyricism of the song.
Yes.
That I also that music. There are songs I listen to not because they have so nice arrangements, but because of what the singer is saying. Also, what that song makes me feel.
So kuna aspect ya feeling. Unasikia kwake kuna feeling. Venye inakufanya ufeel. All right. So what's good music to you? You can talk to us. As always, remember this is the Talk Box brought to you by Hope Recording Studios. Na tuko karibu kumalizia. As we finish, I'd love to get your parting shots. Nimesema shots juu ni plural. Najua kuna msee aliniambia it's parting shot, but no, like ni mingi, so what do you expect? Like you get the parting. All right. And once again, thank you very much for just giving of your time and just coming, and also your knowledge and najua hizo insights yani deep stuff. And if you're out there, don't give up, by the way. Mtu huanzia mahali. Yes. Venye Ben alianza kucheza, si ndivyo anacheza saizi. Kevinsky the same, maybe kwa sound akifanya nini akicheza pia. Na pia muimbaji pia hapa. Hata mimi nilikuwa msanii. So Cheno, niseme experience yangu ya kurekod ilikuwa mbaya sana. My first experience was not a very good experience. So I did a song how many years ago? 9 years ago. So it was called One of a Kind. Tulikuwa tumeenda na Guardian Angel kwa producer fulani. So
Mbona vile umefanya producer fulani?
no. But the thing is, so venye Hilda amesema, you know, when it's your first time, you are sort of afraid of, you know. So mimi niliingia huko kwa booth. Venye tu amesema tu dada yetu. Nilikuwa nimeshtuka. Nilikuwa naambia best yangu Pastor Tabs, nilikuwa unaimba nikao uko hivi. Nikao unaambia kwa mlango, Yesu ni wewe. So this producer was like, utaimba ama utoke nje?
Hey. Jesus.
Yani
Na unalipia.
manze pesa ni zangu. Then that was not, unajua acha sasa that was not it. So after we did the song, now we've done the song, tumeendelea sasa kuendea muziki sasa. Nakwambia ungefikiria ni kama nalipa mahari. Unafanya ukilipa mahari unaenda introduction, unaenda like msali alinisumbua. I had to tell him I'm gonna bring cops for him to give me my music.
And those are the things we are talking about.
Hizo ndo vitu sasa unacheki.
You see, people have crazy experiences with
Anyway,
producers, yeah.
Ngoma ilitokea haikuwa mbaya. Kwa si mnaichezanga na mnasikizanga hadi saa hizi like so ilikuwa ni One of a Kind, nitawaambia next time. And that's when I took a break from that music career. I decided to pursue other things because nilikuwa like kama hii ni ngoma moja na album je, si nitakuwa na stress. All right, so let me have Ben give us your parting shot, then we'll do a remix, then we'll finish.
My parting shot is don't give up. Just make most of what you have. Let me just give you an example. I learned how to play the bass from an acoustic guitar. So use what you have, use the resources that you have, expose yourself to good music, expose yourself to good content that enriches you, does not spoil you, and reach out to whatever you learn, make sure you pass it on to guys who are learning, who are you're mentoring, for example, and you will grow, definitely. And also seek God for in everything that you do. Yeah.
All right. Hey, good stuff. Mesikia. Yes. Sitaongezea Kenya amesema. So Kevinsky, parting shot.
Everything has a beginning. Sindio? Everything has a beginning, and since everything has a beginning, it is actually you who will determine where you'll go. If you want to end, it's okay with the first step, but everything begins with the first step. So make the first step if you want to be a producer or a musician, and then now through hard work you can place yourself where you want to be. And then something else, I know producers delay with songs, but not at Hope Studios.
Yes.
Not really at Hope Studios.
Yes.
We give quality and we give it in time. Yes.
All right. You heard it. You heard. Yes, Hilda, parting shot.
All I can tell to that person who wants to start or has started already na alikwama is that send yourself.
Jitume.
Jitume. Like, if you're listening or if you're watching us and you're not in Kenya, we're just saying, give effort, expose yourself. Like, place yourself in places of uncomfort in that specific, not just in music, in everything that you do. Place yourself in that place that will cause you to come out of your comfort. Yeah. Because it's from such places that you get to pick up a lot and you learn a lot.
So true.
Expose yourself.
Right. Hey, good stuff, deep stuff. So remember, you can follow us on Instagram, Hope Recording Studios. You can like our Facebook page, leche. Also we are on YouTube. Subscribe. Yes, tunaweza wapata wapi? Unaweza tuambia pia account zenyu.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook. On Instagram it's Hilda_Sore. On Facebook it's Hilda Sore. And for gigs, you can email me at hildasore14@gmail.com.
Alifungwa hiyo email 2014. Yes. Where can we find you, Kevinsky?
On Facebook, it's Kevinsky Mulunda. On Instagram, it's Kevinsky Mulunda. On YouTube, it's Kevin Mulunda.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Mr. Ben.
Lakini
mtana tuposti angatuma meme hapo Insta.
He makes my days.
So tukupate wapi?
On Instagram, Benson Baragu. On Facebook, Benson Baragu.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, too bad. But we have to. Yes. Yeah. If you want to do your song, by the way, slide kwenye DM. Hope Recording Studios.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram na YouTube. Unaweza wacha pale ujumbe alafu tutakuongea na wewe. Once again, thank you very much for making it a success to our cameraman. Asanteni sana, mko salama, tunashukuru. Pale juu tuko na pale kwa sound kuna Eriko, tuko na Josh. Josh Demblainer. Yeah, just to go on record. Big shout out Smish, Sam, then our director today, Mr. Swifted Soul. Nilikuuliza kama tumie jina Instagram, but thank you. Fanya waone uko job. Hiyo party ni bamba. Hapo unaona kwanza yako rada. Good stuff. Remember, this is courtesy of Hope Recording Studios. My name is MC Neb. Muchos gracias, Madame Hilde.
Muchos
Kevinsky, Baragu, thank you. Yes, you learned something new.
Yeah, I learned something new today. Muchos gracias is.
Yes.
What is it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Spanish.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Merci beaucoup, French.
Oh, Okay.
As Sanda Mono, that is that is Catalonian. All right, so we do a song, then we finish. Tufanye ngoma gani?
Gani leo?
Tufanye ngoma gani?
Tunafanya ngoma gani?
Unajua ile ngoma ilikuwa inaimbwa nitume
Baba, nitume nami nitaenda.
Oh, nitume Baba, nitume
nami nitaenda.
kwa Waluya, nitume
Kwa Kamba, nitume nami nitaenda.
Twende sasa.
Nitume
Oh.
nitume Baba, nitume nami nitaenda.
nitume Baba, nitume
nami nitaenda.
nitume Baba, nitume
nami nitaenda.
Thank you very much for watching.
Kwa makanisa nitume.
Thank you, God
Kwa
bless you.
mashule nitume.
Nami nitaenda,
Nitume.